Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
Today we are watching The Haunting of Hill House, Episode 2. As you can see, we've gone with the dark background today. It's been a long time since we've done this because sometimes it's not the best for like getting thumbnails and such. But we did want to try it because we just felt like it would fit the vibe.
Yeah.
Get a little bit darker, a little bit, maybe a bit more eerie, bit cozy, a bit more of like fits the theme of the horror.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
let us know down below what you guys think. Let us know if you're vibing it, if you like the dark, if you want us to keep the dark going. We'll see how we're feeling on our end as well. But
We didn't want to completely get rid of like color in the room, so we left that on in the background. But I think
Yeah.
it fits the vibe.
visually as well for the camera and stuff, you need a bit of color, unfortunately. And so you can actually see us and distinguish us. But I straight away, as soon as we turned it off, our sort of like environmental light, I was like, yeah, this just feels right for this show. Like it just feels nice. It feels cozy.
Maybe it would make things a little scarier for us too.
Yeah, well, we can try because your boy Spartan ain't even flinching.
Yeah, alright.
But granted, the last episode was a good one. So like to give you guys where I'm at, coming into it, we've both been saying we've actually been looking forward to recording the second episode.
Yeah.
We were pleasantly surprised, intrigued by the storyline, and I have been ready for more.
Now, I don't know the actress's name, but the one that essentially died, Nell, she is from a series called You. And that's the first time I've ever seen her. And when I saw her pop up on screen, I just knew the acting was going to be phenomenal because of what I've seen her do in You. Like she plays this like nice girl, but then also then this psychotic girl. So I was like, yeah, I'm excited to see what she's got to bring to us in this series. But
She's dead.
She's dead.
Yeah, so that was that delivery where, we talked about it last episode. Absolutely love the contrast of thinking what's not got to say, is she possessed, all these things go to your brain and you don't think, and then you get the delivery, Nell's dead, and it just clicks. You're like, oh my God. Like the tie-in to the whole episode being about, Steve never having seen a ghost and seeing ghosts and what is their meaning, what is their understanding behind them, and the way that tied in, there's a lot.
I know. Now, we had a lot of theories last episode in the discussion, so go check that out if you haven't already.
Yeah, and we have written down some points of discussion, especially when I was looking back at the footage, just confirmed things that we were unsure of and we wanted to discuss before getting into the episode today. So the big one was we now confirm that it was when Nell was in the house dancing with seemingly an invisible ghost or something.
Yeah.
That was when everyone had their dream where they woke up gasping for a breath.
Yeah. And is that the same time the clock? They all woke up at the same time. Yeah.
Yes. It was 03. It was about different time zones, but it was always 03.
03? Does that mean there's been 3 people? Like, is that the number of people? Ooh, like the mother might be the second, but Nell might be the third that this spirit or whatever has taken.
Well, if the next one goes 4, then we'll know you're correct. Don't celebrate too soon, love.
No, right.
Actually, see.
Could be completely wrong.
So Shirley, the sister, is an interesting one because when she woke up gasping for oxygen like everyone else, she said, I think she said Nell's in the red room.
Yeah.
Word for word.
Yeah.
Or did she,
Dancing.
hang on, because I've written it here. Yeah, that was Nell's. I was making sure whether she said she's. It was Nell's in the red room.
Yeah, and when she was younger, she also had said Nell's dancing in the red room.
No, that's why I knew you'd butcher that one. She said, so I've written it down here. She said, she wakes up saying dancing in the red room.
Oh,
not Nell's.
dancing, yes.
So the specificity in that, Pudgey wanted to, take half of the limelight for that one.
So maybe someone else was dancing in the red room when she was younger. And that might have been her mother. Maybe she can predict who's going to be dead next.
I can't really keep up here because I'm just trying to introduce. I'll let you do your theories. Go for it, Pudgey.
Don't you think?
They're good theories, but I just feel like we're very different wavelengths. I'm trying to cover what I've learned from last episode. Every time I go to get halfway through, Pudgey's got 9 theories.
Hang on. Can I just say, I can't remember what show and what episode if you know, you know. But Spartan was bagging me saying that, oh, like, everything's off memory. Like, for him, everything's off memory. I remember everything and I don't need, like, revision, blah, blah, blah. Bagging me as if I needed to flick through the episodes and remember. You've got this whole list and you still don't even know what you're saying.
So, for clarification, I know the story very well. I want to make sure I get the wording right. So what I'm looking for is I wanted to make sure, because I knew there was an explicit distinction between what, like, because hence when you came in and said it, you got the wrong words.
Yes.
So I wanted to make the distinction between she's in the red room, which was when she was younger. Yeah. And then when she was older, right before Nell died, she goes, Nell's in the red room. She knew specifically who. So we don't know who the she was. So those distinctions matter, Pudgey, believe it or not.
No, 100%.
So that's why I'm just making sure, because I want to nail the wording with that, because it's very specific, but for some reason, Shirley can have these dreams and it's something to do with this red room.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's a viable theory with the mother. There's potential that's true. We don't know at this stage, but, and it's interesting that they're 20 years apart. And the only thing that connects them is that Nell I think she called her father and was like, the bent neck lady is back.
Yes.
So I don't know, why would the bent neck lady come back after 20 years? They've left the house. I don't know the actual years it is. It could be 10, 15, whatever. But the point is, they're all grown up. It's been probably since they left the house, it sounds like they've not had any more interactions with these spirits and ghosts.
And no one has, because the father made sure that, you know, it would be blocked off. No one has access. That's why he didn't want to sell the house.
Yes. So... not sure. I just wanted to do a bit of housekeeping, cover all those events that we understood.
Yeah.
Now, the Dudleys are a bit of a suspicious family or couple, I guess. We don't know much about them. They seem to allude to knowing more than they let on, but we don't know yet. And other than that, I mean, obviously Steve saw Nell as his first ever ghost. Now, what does that mean?
Freaky. Why was she called? That she died.
Not at the point that she died. She was already dead, and then he was after she was already announced dead. He just didn't know that when he was seeing her.
Yeah, right.
The dad was giving him the news that she's dead, and then it sort of dawns on us. Well, why is she there? And she obviously screamed out in some sort of agony.
Her face was something else.
Yeah, that was pretty creepy. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it's been a petrifying series, but it's definitely a creepy series. It's definitely got it's yuck.
I'm surprised I haven't been jump scared much.
Well, I haven't really thrown jump scares at you yet. Let's be honest. Like, it's been you see something creepy, you're like, oh, what's that? And then you see it. It's not been like just trying to jump scare you yet. Yeah. There might be some to come. I don't know. Another thing I picked up from looking back at the first episode was that Luke saw Abigail in the window. He said he saw an Abigail in the window, and I don't know who Abigail is. I don't know if we've missed something, but I know he was also drawing those pictures with a blonde-haired lady and her mouth open when he was a kid. Yeah. So I'm thinking, is there some connection between a spirit that Luke's seeing?
Oh, potentially. We did speak about last episode, though, that in our discussion about that blonde lady or whatever, about the Dudleys, remember? Didn't they say they had a daughter or something, and she was speaking to Steve, I'm pretty sure, about it. And I was like, oh, that must be the girl.
They were saying the Hills, the original owners. I don't remember exactly their daughter or whatever. That doesn't sound familiar. But they're saying the Hills. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell what you've just said. But but nonetheless, obviously something's going on with Luke as well, because they were worried about Luke, and Luke was tying in with Nell. Yeah. And he seemed very on edge, and he goes, it's not what it looks like. And I believe him. There's more to why he was in Steve's apartment. Yeah. He happened to be there while Nell's ghost was there. Like, it's... yeah. A lot's not adding up here, but... I'm looking forward to unraveling a little bit more of this mystery this episode. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below. And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode. All right, let's go. Let's go. Nellie's in the red room. Sure. Okay, so they're specifying this scene again for us. Does she know what she said? Probably not. She just woke up. She just went straight back to sleep. Yep, and we specified the 03. Okay. I know Grandma's dead.
but she still comes to my room at night and she still sits on my bed, even though Mommy and Daddy said she wouldn't.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen this. The one that doesn't blink.
And last night was bad. She looked different. Her fingers were purple. She didn't have teeth, and she did not have hair.
Oh my God.
I don't want to see her again, especially like that.
I mean, his composure is next level.
And I don't want to see her in the open castle.
The open casket.
The open castle.
You're so smart, you probably know that your grandmother wore a wig. Is that right? You probably saw her in the hospital.
So she's trying to piece it together logically her own way.
Before she's ever even in the casket, I'm gonna fix her. That's what I do.
Damn, man. I don't know.
First, we give her a bath.
Oh my God, I don't want to see this.
Dude, that is a rough sight.
Then we put special chemicals in so she stays fixed forever. Then we put her in her favorite clothes. And finally, I take extra special care.
Yeah, they do all the
God
makeup, the
damn.
hair, the nails, they do everything.
She will look just like she always did, just like you remember her. Just like she's supposed to.
Wow. Crazy, because that actually happens.
Mm-hmm.
I see a family running to a dinner table from all three directions. This dining room is the heart of the house.
Damn, man, that plan did not work out at all.
Every house needs a heart, and this is ours because that's where we spend the most time together.
Oh, and this house's heart? Ugh.
The walls are like bones. The pipes are veins. It needs to breathe. It needs light and flow.
It's an interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah. In a different show, I might have said it was a nice way to look at it, but in this show...
When you're little, you learn how to see things that aren't there. And when you grow up, you learn how to make them real.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Is that why the delay period... I don't know.
When we finish fixing up this house...
And sell it for a lot of money.
You don't miss a thing, yes. Then we're gonna build the forever house. And we won't have to move ever again.
Oh, how unfortunate.
One house too many.
Mommy, will you please have a tea party with me? Everyone keeps saying no.
Oh.
And now Nell's dead, man.
How about we play outside instead? I guess. How about a tea party outside? Did you know that princesses and queens and kings have tea parties? It sounds like a kid thing, but it isn't.
Oh, why is that you trying to convince people of things? Oh, poor Nell.
Damn, man, it kind of makes me sad. Like, seeing this family and they all somehow got this stupid curse or whatever's destroy them.
Don't forget the rule. Lights flash. Time to come home.
Oh, no.
Minus the haunted aspect. It's a nice home. Big lands. Everyone's got the area to play, you know. Oh.
That girl.
I appreciate your advice. I mean,
He just waves.
Oh, no.
that master key you had didn't work. You have any other ideas about that red door upstairs?
Yeah, do you remember we saw that shadow?
Yeah. That must be the red room.
No, the red room's the one that she was dancing in, wasn't it? Or I guess
don't know.
the red door.
He said the red door, so I don't know. Heal, 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 yes. It's like you gotta die at that house.
Or at least they get buried there. Is that a dog or like screaming?
Sounds like an animal, but it could be some whack shit, I don't know.
Cat maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
She couldn't be far. She needs to feed you. But you're just the cutest little thing.
What the hell? It looked
What
like
was that?
it looked like a cat, but it was something else.
Yeah. It looks like it's like frozen.
Or mangled.
We don't get long to see it.
We'd have seen some. Probably dead.
Come here, Cheryl. You gotta see this.
What gave birth to the freaking cats? Kittens.
My skin's kind of crawling. I don't know.
I don't blame you for screaming.
Yeah. Built it around this.
It's like a mask in it.
Odd her leaving them alone. Especially close to dark like this.
We can't just leave them here. The dogs.
Dogs.
I don't know, Cheryl.
Please.
Why was he confused about dogs?
No dogs on the property.
Well, sure there are. The kids have been hearing him at night. They've heard him every night since we got here.
What the hell?
Mrs. and I, we don't stay on the property after dark. But
Yeah, they always specify that.
I've never seen dogs.
Never. And they've been here for a long time.
Austin said if our masks don't look good enough, the ghosts will know it's us and they'll come after me.
Oh my
First
god,
things
poor
first,
guy.
I know that. Go upstairs. We're working in here.
Well,
Watch
do you
out
know
for
that,
the-
love? Because when you sleep.
Forever house.
Oh, the forever house. And a photo of the mum next to it. That's nice.
We're in the black.
We have to do better.
We're doing more than well enough to give a little relief to families who need it the
It's
most.
not relief, Cheryl. It's charity.
Yeah, she wants to do the right thing, but the business is struggling.
Only for special cases.
More than half.
No way.
Oh
More than
wow, they're all
half of our
special
intakes
cases.
Last quarter were special cases. If it's more than half, it's not special, it's normal.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is Max feeling better about tomorrow?
A little. Your wife definitely helped, but
Yeah.
he's still nervous. I can tell.
What the hell? I mean, I know who he is, but who the hell is he? He's from One Tree Hill.
What the hell is going on, dude?
What the
I don't
hell?
understand the last 30 seconds at all.
Seeing ghosts.
Did you ever connect with Nell?
No. But Steve checked in with Luke. He's fine in rehab.
Oh man,
Oh, she
she
might not
doesn't
know
know.
yet.
We can still do this. We're going to split the cost. He needs to be here.
In rehab.
Without an insurance policy, it's $6,000 a month.
Oh, my god.
I'm sorry, did you say 6,000?
A month. That's right.
What are they doing in there if he's been back so many times?
And I can come back in 2 weeks with some more if I move some things around.
That's fine. We can see how the first month goes.
They're really putting everything to try and look after Luke.
I know, that sucks, man.
What if they're still...
It's okay if you're not clean. We just need to know how dirty.
Oh.
Right.
It is nice seeing them all together, man.
And it's sad seeing him like this, though.
We love you so much.
Very different to now.
You can do this.
Thanks.
Yeah, obviously in the 6 years, he drained them a lot.
He can do it. He's going to do it.
The optimism to this. Back there again.
Oh,
Poor guy.
You're finishing the Brussels sprouts.
You're on fire today, Mom.
Watch it, Captain Lame.
Both of you. They're delicious.
They smell like cat piss.
Oh, shit. She's teaching how to get rid of him.
is Captain Grounded.
That'd be me as an aunt.
So we only have joint accounts. I don't know that account. It was just in his briefcase.
You're going through his briefcase?
Looking at quarterlies, not like... It was just there.
Trouble in paradise.
Well, you should let your imagination get the best of you. That's the first step. Imagine the worst thing possible, assume it's true, and go from there.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Did you eat all of your food?
Yes.
oh, shit.
You get just enough and you drop a little on their nose. Because their eyes aren't open yet and they need to know it. See?
Oh, look how invested the kids are, man. I love it.
Yeah, there's 5 kittens, like there's 5 children, so I'm nervous about that.
Huh? What do you want? I don't even... Why are you banging on the wall? I'm not.
Oh, shit.
I'm calling my name. What do you want?
Oh my god, that is creepy.
There's those dogs barking.
You're banging on the wall to tell me about the stupid dogs?
It wasn't her.
What was that?
Oh man, fuck that.
What is it?
What the hell, man?
Something's moving between the walls.
It's really damn loud too.
Where are the parents? They've not heard any yelling.
Hey.
Or banging?
Here we
Of
go.
course it stops when he gets there.
There were these loud bangs all over the walls.
I didn't hear it. I don't.
It was so loud, how could you not hear it?
That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying.
Pipes. The hot water pipes. They're old. They can bang and jump in the walls.
He tries to be understanding, man, but I don't think these are pipes.
It's over now, right?
Oh, for now.
It's over.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What the hell?
She always has the dreams.
His face was like Nell's.
It's Nell.
It's the middle of the night.
She's dead.
Oh, dude, that delivery.
Not so.
Yeah, especially not after what he saw.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair reaction. You'd be like, what the hell? Oh my god, and after you ignored the call?
You're wrong. Someone...
He ain't wrong.
They got it wrong.
She can't believe it.
Denial was the first stage.
He can't do that again. He can't just not tell us what happened. He can't.
Yeah, shit.
But she is gone.
Like history repeating itself.
I told you. I told you she was in trouble.
No blaming.
I mean, you ignored her call too, in fairness.
What is it? What happened?
Oh.
What happened? Oh, she must have just found out or something. She screamed.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's
Is one not
five.
moving?
Oh man. Tell me it's gonna be another Game of Thrones thing. Whatever happens to the kittens happens to the kid.
Some people say goodbye. Or you could tell a story.
What kind of story?
They're very calm parents. I've never met parents like this before.
I know.
When we die, we turn into stories. And every time someone tells one of those stories, it's like we're still here.
Yeah, well, in this show, the stories ain't good. Horror stories. It was a nice way. They do have a nice spin on things, though. Their explanations for dreams, for death, like...
I'm not sure what her name was because her brothers and sisters all look the same, but I think she was the one I called Jasper. I hope you have a safe trip to heaven, and when you get there, there's some nice, yummy milk waiting. And
What the hell? Did you see that? It was breathing.
Yes.
she's alive.
Honey, look, I know
the
this
hell?
is
She is.
Is she the only one that can see it, or?
Hey, it's okay.
Wait a second.
But they can't see it. But only she can see it.
Oh my god. Yuck. Yuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Poor Shirley, man.
I need you to head up there, pick up the body, and bring her back here.
And pack her carefully. It's a long drive.
You have to do her own sister now.
Honey, let someone else do it. You need to focus on you.
She's my sister. I'm hosting her funeral. That's that.
It would be horrendous if you didn't, horrendous if you don't. I don't know.
Does he even know that she's dead? No idea. If he doesn't, that's on him. He deserves to be here. You're not giving him time to get here. He missed her wedding. We're not gonna let him miss her funeral, too.
He has time.
Oh, man.
Freeze her until Luke gets his shit together. She'll be there forever.
You can at least notify him somehow.
It's no coincidence that Luke's happened to just
at the same
fly the
time,
coop
yeah.
now, yeah.
Sweetie, we've talked about this.
Just leave the kid alone, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know why I say they're so concerned with the man. Like, doesn't.
It's okay.
I don't want to.
If you don't, you'll be upset later.
I just assume that.
I know.
This is a good thing. You're a good boy. You can do this.
I reckon if we do the cat all over again, he'll see it and shit will start happening and he'll lose it.
Shirley.
She was that little boy.
Okay, Shirley.
That's her personal affliction with this, yeah. And now she regrets it.
The coroner ruled it a suicide, and there's restorative work I've got to do.
Sure.
She was in that house for hours. The blood pooled, insects, and her injuries.
Oh my
God, how brutal was it?
In the time it will take me to explain to you what to do with her, I could just do it myself, so I'm doing her myself.
This is insane.
Excuse us, please.
She's gonna prepare the body. That's gonna be scary, man.
This is too much for anyone.
The hours, the bugs. I'm doing it, Kevin.
So Nell was married? Or was that first from their wedding?
No, Nell's married.
We met her husband? No.
No.
I gotta go. I'm sorry. I just
Yeah,
can't.
I'm Theo at this point. Oh my God. I wonder what her face will actually look like if what Steve saw, like compared to that.
Oh my
man.
God. That's fucked up, man. How did she... What happened to her?
Like, that's your little sister.
Are they still sleeping?
No, why they all died?
Of them? No way.
No. No.
Okay.
Shirley?
They were just sleeping, maybe. Oh my God, dude. That is pretty creepy.
Oh my God.
We've been looking, but
They don't know where he went. Apparently he went out of a
goddamn window.
Steve, do you know what I'm doing right now?
Oh my God.
Oh my
God.
Pulling out a bag of her internal organs. That's what happens when a body's autopsied and I have to take it out.
Holy
you don't have to
shit,
get two grown
dude.
men to a goddamn airport. Get it done.
I know. Compare what she has to do to bloody.
Bro,
oh
there
my
ain't no
God.
way, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And they're better now. They're where they're supposed to be.
Not be without their mummy, and the first thing they lost was their mum.
Oh, not the eyes.
We found it a new home.
A new home?
Sure. Just tell me.
Just.
Oh,
Why
man.
would you give away the last one, the only one left?
Just quiet.
It's not fair.
Your mum's struggling.
Stop it!
What is happening to her?
Something is wrong with her.
It's been a minute since you had one of your color storms.
That's the thing. There was no color at all. It was pitch black.
Oh no, is this like the sign slowly?
First migraine in what, a year?
And it happens at the worst possible moment.
I know. Out of all moments.
Would you have said you had to go to the woods and put this sick little kitten out of its misery?
Oh, shit.
It's a tough thing for a kid, and we should have...
Look, she's gonna have a pretty messed up view of death coming out of this no matter what. Which wouldn't have happened if you hadn't have...
Oh, not the pointing the fingers. That's not good.
And then I have one chance to pull it back, and I lie to her face and lock up with a migraine.
I know, shit. The bloody timing. Oh my god, I don't want to see. Like, I just don't.
What are we doing here?
Oh my goodness. I can deal with the makeup. I can deal with the injections. I just can't deal with this. That's her son?
Sorry.
You're not allowed down here. You know that.
I know. We were just...
It's okay.
It's just Auntie Nell.
I know. And they're seeing her on a table like this.
I just finished embalming her. It helps her look how we remember her.
Why did she die?
Well,
That
we
we have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Why don't you two go pick your favorite picture of Auntie Nell from one of the albums? I can hang it at the funeral. Okay?
She's really good at, like, navigating, isn't she? Especially from her own experiences. Got her own little album with the kittens.
Damn, man, look how beautiful Nellie is, and you see how mangled she is here. How is she even doing it, like, so calmly? I don't know.
I don't know how people do it in general.
But for your, yeah, let alone for your sister.
Hey.
Hey.
You look amazing.
Thanks.
Even on a happy day, I feel like there's so much darkness in the air.
Well,
Yeah, not on good terms.
Say break a leg. And if you make a run for it, I'll keep the car running, okay?
Oh, I love that from her brother.
How lucky for us, a famous author at your wedding.
You promised.
I know. Not another word, I promise.
Hey, it's after they published the book, and she's not happy.
Oh, he did make it. They said he didn't.
What is it? Nothing. I should be right back and finish up.
What did
No
they do?
way they told him to leave. There ain't no way.
I just wanted to make sure that I got to tell her that I was happy.
Look at me.
What?
Look at me.
Oh, is he on something?
You're high.
No, I'm not.
So you got the day pass?
Yeah, they're very supportive.
Luke, I paid for rehab. Guess who they called when you ran away last week?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Today's about Nell.
Yeah.
Do you get that? This is her day.
This is so sad.
I just really want to be here for her.
You should have thought about that before you put the needle in your arm.
Damn, man, sucks.
It's harsh, but I also understand that after so many years.
This is the last I ever give you. No more loans, no more treatment centers, nothing. The store's closed. I'm done.
And I want to find out what's going on with Luke. There must be more.
He really wanted to be there, and I'm sure Nell would have wanted him there.
You have a perfect wedding, Nellie.
Almost perfect.
Here we go.
Yeah, the man you shooed away.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Again with
Why?
this? I was waiting for this kind of stuff.
There's no way. Like, surely she's just... Is she just seeing it? Did it actually happen? Like, I don't know.
No, it didn't happen. She's seen the same thing happen twice. So
I I know, but she sees things, even in her dreams. I wonder if she saw it with her mum. The little black insect or whatever it was. Yeah, she looks just as she remembers.
You fixed her.
No, that's what I do.
It all makes sense, hey? Why someone would want that kind of like career. Did a decent job.
Isn't it crazy? Wow. Oh, damn. There's 2 bodies.
Who is that though? Is that her mother?
Think so.
What the? What is that shadow? That's what the dead cat was in? Which makes sense later, like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I wonder why she's seeing that. What the hell?
I feel like this episode was a little more tame compared to the last episode.
A lot more tame, yeah.
But still quite creepy. Like, I don't know. Like, everything was so just, like, subtle and on the nose that I don't have all these, like, big revelations and whatever.
Neither. I feel like last episode was a lot of holy shit.
Yeah.
This episode was more like it's furthering the story, so
Yeah.
nothing particularly crazy happened. It just familiarized us a little bit with the family, a little bit on their relations. Like, we're getting a little bit of the story being built so that in time, I think this is more like character building.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're going to continue with this trend, but last episode it was like focusing the story around Steve because like we saw him do the interview for the book and now it was Shirley, so I don't know if they're going to move on to other siblings.
I feel like it makes sense that they would. I wouldn't mind that. You almost go through around the table a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you meet at the same point and then you unravel what's going on.
Oof. Oh my goodness. Like, it is weird. Shirley, I mean, even from young, like as we said in the intro with the scenes of while she was sleeping, talking about the red room and then Nell's dancing in the red room and then with the death, I guess, not believing they're dead and this like insect comes out of them. But the worst one is seeing her mother like that.
Yeah. It's interesting because...
And the eyes look almost like the kitten, that last kitten.
Yeah, that's true. If you were... Because they were initially, all this horror stuff started at Hill House, but then it's like it's followed them out somehow.
Yeah.
Something drew Nell back.
Yeah.
Steve saw it at his apartment. Now Shirley's seen it at her apartment.
Yeah.
I'm still left. Obviously, pretty much got no answers this episode. More just building of the mystery. Like the walls were shaking. It's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Why
And
can't
then-
we unlock that top room? Like all these questions.
It was interesting, like the walls shaking, but then recently before that, just asking the mother about like, this forever home and whatever. And then the mother, the way she described like a house and even the father, it's like the pipes come alive and, they're just very old and whatnot.
I feel like they do that on purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the mum does seem overall pretty normal.
Yeah.
There's just a few little things, like the way she described that house. Okay, last episode for me was when they said Luke's in the treehouse. She's like, yeah, all right. She never believed it. There's a few weird things like that. That's like, I don't know, that doesn't add up. Maybe we'll get more on that. But overall, she's like a very normal, loving mother. So I'm like, there's not enough going on to be like, okay, she's already possessed.
Well, I'm assuming that their whole life was quite normal before living in this house, Like, okay, I don't know if she's ever gotten a migraine before living in this house, potentially. But either way, it's almost like this thing is using a weakness of hers and then it slowly like seeps in together.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the symbolism behind Shirley is obviously seeing dead things move and there keeps being like an insect walking out of the mouth. I don't know.
Now it makes sense. You know the little box that the kitten was in? And then that guy for his mother bought like a purple box of the belongings.
Yeah, that's why she was so like... I was like, well, what's this days?
I know, I didn't understand, but that makes more sense.
I wonder if there's going to be any purpose to... Because we're hearing other people's stories around that are seeing ghosts. The grandma, the lady last episode seeing her husband. I wonder if they're going to tie in somehow, or if they're just there to sort of suggest these ghosts are a part of the world and that they happen, but they're all almost more to further the central story. Because sometimes I know we sort of did this with True Detective, where all those details were like they're all going to mean something, and I definitely do like that, but sometimes they're just there for the world building and not so much.
I feel like, for example, that little boy, they didn't want to see his dead grandmother at the wake. I see that as like furthering Shirley's story.
Correct,
and
yes.
So little things like that. So,
but I'm saying the actual ghosts themselves.
Yeah.
Because it feels like the whole ghost situation isn't necessarily contained to Hill House. It's that their experience happened at Hill House.
Yeah. I think maybe how, like, you know how Steve was describing last episode, just like, you know, you look for things and because you're grieving, those things then mean something to you. When they're just like normal everyday things, like, oh, like because there was a storm, the pipe burst and whatever. I think that is the truth in like everyday life. But then unfortunately their experience from Hill House is now, okay, that doesn't apply to you. Whatever's happened in that house is like just next level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure what to make of it. All we know is that the mother seemingly suicided, and we don't really know details around her.
No,
death?
the mother?
Yes.
She's suicide?
That's what they surmise, but not confirmed, but they've mentioned it a couple of times.
Okay. I thought Nell... So then that makes sense, and now they think that, well,
and
Steve
with
said
Nell, they've also said a similar thing.
Steve said it, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't the dad's words. The dad's
Yeah.
been very careful but not giving conclusive. His dad knows a bit more. We're not sure exactly what he knows, but we saw Nell's face, and I mean, that looked very brutal.
Yeah.
So you're left to wonder... what is going on in that house? And for me, it links to the red room. It links to that red door that we can't unlock.
Well, isn't it interesting though, that face that Steve saw, her face actually wasn't like that. Do you know what I mean? Like when we saw the body now, it was just normal. Like the eyes weren't bulging, the jaw wasn't like clenched open and like sucked in.
Oh, you're talking about Nell?
Nell.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, when you say she after we talk about 3 different women, you've got to sort of specify something. But okay, so you thought that was like her final moment or something?
Well, I was interested to see whether her body like essentially embodied what Steve had saw, rather than
I wasn't looking for that. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I just thought that was like her ghost. As to why he saw her ghost, I don't know. I mean, I'm still...
Yeah. Which her eyes are like the kitten's there. Like, you know how it like bulged?
Look, yes, but don't get too carried away with that, because every ghost ever that goes creepy, like their eyes bulge and white. Like that's the most basic like ghost thing. Have you...
Is it?
Dude, like anything...
I don't think so.
Half of the creepy like horror genre, when someone wants to be freaky and scary, their eyes go white, they lose the pupil, and it sort of like opens up a bit. That's always...
Oh, yeah. Like, I get that.
I'm just saying. Okay. So I'm saying with Nell, I don't think it was... With that cat's one, it was almost like those eyes don't even fit for the cat. Whereas Nell's, just like her features got bigger. That's just part of the whole creepy... Like, the mum had it then too, but I'm saying that...
I think there's a purpose.
No, dude. Like, there might be a symbolism between... I think it's just a symbolism of like death and horror.
Maybe.
But... yeah, no, I didn't read it that way at all. Like I'm not seeing a whole lot of horror, but anything horror or creepy that you've seen to do with ghosts and spirits and like creepy faces is the eyes big, wide open, no pupil. That's like the most basic.
No, but they could have done anything.
Oh yeah, I don't know. This is a weird conversation. Like I feel like I can't.
That's all right. You talk shit now, and then when I'm right, we'll come back to this episode. Mark it down, people. Time code, episode number. I'm going to be so wrong, aren't I? Oh, that's all right. I'll take it on the chin if I'm wrong.
Anyway, on to more important things.
Yes.
I still want to uncover this mystery. I want to know more.
Yeah.
This episode was slower for me.
Yeah.
It was just, I know it was setting things up. I understand the journey.
Yeah.
But I definitely, episode 1 was like the hook for me. So I'm thankful that was good.
Yeah.
Because this one was more slower, building. It's like, okay, cool. I want to see more. I want to explore. To be honest, I also want, because I'm giving this a proper go and I've not been much involved in the horror stuff, there was more creepiness in the first one that I liked too. We saw like the bent neck lady. We saw this.
Don't worry, I think
whereas
it's
this
coming.
one, for sure, I'm sure it's coming, and I look forward to some of those
Yeah.
moments to put it to the test, shall we?
Yeah. I just felt really sad for Luke, you know, and Nell. They really have even last episode we saw that really close connection that they have, and Nell was sad that he wasn't around, and I get it. Shirley feels like the oldest but isn't, and she's just taking on all the responsibility, and I guess that's something that she had to wear on her shoulders as well. I don't know. I personally couldn't tell if Luke was high or not, but, you know.
Well, I think it's confident that he probably was. He didn't deny it.
Yeah, but at least he showed up for his sisters. But at the same time, I know that a lot of families go through this, and when you get to a point, you just get to that point, and
Look,
you
she's
can't.
spending her $6,000 a month, like money she can't afford.
Yeah.
And then he's leaving rehab. So we don't know what happened with Luke. Like, I'm thinking that's probably more a grounded story where like maybe he's suffering certain traumas from the past and he's dealing with drugs.
Yeah.
How he might tie in, because I sort of want to see a supernatural tie in somehow a little bit to all this and to Nellie's sister and all that.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to get carried away. So
Well, I feel like his story is slowly going in the ticking in the background, because we did see that blonde girl as well, and he just waved, and that was the end of that.
And the night that Nell died, he also specifically went to get a camera, and it's not what it looks like, and he wanted it for something. It wasn't just to sell, I think. So I don't.
That's true. The thing is, like, every family member is seeing something, right? And they're experiencing something, but they're all dealing with it in a different way. And unfortunately for Luke, maybe he just couldn't, I don't know, maybe he was just more connected to it all because he was younger and couldn't block things out as much. And so, unfortunately, that has its effects now, and that he's just turned to drugs. It was actually really creepy, because I know people in the industry that do embalming, that run funerals and things like that, and I hear them speak about it, and it already makes me uncomfortable.
I'm sure it makes most people uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, some people can just take it. Like, I've got people in my family that have like done the makeup before, and that freaks me out. Like, I'm just so bad with death, so I definitely wouldn't be able to cope with that. But people are okay with it. Obviously, like, you know, we see Shirley, why she got into the industry. She had a really good experience with her mother, but I don't know, just seeing it get done. Like, I know what happens, but that was, disgusting.
It's pretty brutal, and it's extra brutal doing it on a family member, which I
know.
Can't imagine.
Hats off to her. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. I don't know why I'm laughing.
It was great watching a horror show and Pudgey's laughing.
No, I always laugh at the wrong moments. But anyways, let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you do want early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in one of our next reactions.
See you guys.